Hi, I'm Hamish. Welcome to episode 2 of Bali Heart, the vlog. Today we're going to be talking to Janur, who runs a really cool, kind of eco-friendly, people-friendly restaurant just up the road from where I live in Lod Tunda near Ubud. And he talked to us a lot about his somatic coaching practice. The podcast is kind of talking about how Balinese people and people in Bali navigate systems and cultures and different elements that are in Bali to keep Balinese people safe, keep Balinese culture safe, and keep the well-being of everyone safe. And I think that Mare Janur and how he talks about this somatic coaching practice is a really interesting and inspiring example of that. So hope you enjoy the chat.
Yeah, so I was traveling around Bali before, and I noticed what an inclusive, flexible, caring place it was. And I was here just for a holiday to sort of heal from a job loss and a few other things. But I started thinking maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's a place to live, because if it can heal you one time, why not just stay there and be well all of the time? And I saw this dude on the wall in Kuta, staying there, and he's from the traditional Balinese opera. He's called Topeng Dalan, and he's like the king character who practices in between leadership, they say. So if that's like idealized in Balinese culture, and he's weaving in between, masculine and feminine, soft and hard, bureaucratic and organic, flexible and rigid. And I think, and that's what Balinese seem to be so good at, and they find the middle way to keep their culture safe, keep their culture, their religion, their well-being of the people safe. And when I rocked up to your cafe and you as a person, I was just okay, I think you're good, because what I want to do is just go around and capture examples of that, in all different kind of contexts. One could be in a restaurant, one could be in Ahmed with diving, one could be in a yoga retreat, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so maybe if we just start kind of talking about it along those lines and that kind of theme. But do you guys want to just say who you are a little bit?
Yeah, hello, I'm Aiden. I'm from Java.
Because this guy is another great example. Come in a bit more. You're barely.
Okay. I'm Aiden. I'm from Java. I'm creative director. Also, I'm a lecturer in the university. And nice to meet you guys. Monggo, Mas.
Hey, my name is Janur. I'm from Bali. I own a place called Eka Wood Restaurant. And good to see all of you, whoever that's seeing this podcast. Hope from our conversation we'll have something to take away from this small talk.
Yes. About the cultures thing.
To anything that come up.
But let's do away with the small talk, eh? It's a dad joke. But immediately when I started talking to you, just the stuff that we were talking about, with the somatics work that you did. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Because that's another really good example of, you're bringing in a technique that might be from overseas, but you're helping people here. Yeah, just all the ins and outs of that.
Yeah, basically, one of my background is called Somatic Coaching, which is if you look at the word somatic, is come from the word soma, which is a Greek word that means body. And then body in its living wholeness, not just the body as a mechanical, because inside of this body there's a mood, emotion, sensation, feeling, belief system is all in our body.
Do you know, when I was a teenager, I literally thought of my body as a machine that I could abuse and just use as a tool for, if I want to get up a mountain, I just put it to work like a slave. And I needed to actually unlearn that, and I only, I'm 44 and I'm only unlearning it now.
Yeah, it's a body as a living wholeness. Kids, that everything that we do, everything that we done in our life is recorded in our body. By every inch of ourselves. Whatever it is. What I'm saying here is that nothing bad about it, nothing good about it, just is. Meaning, itulah kenyataannya. That's the input.
The reality, that's
The reality, if you will.
I think I spent 3 months in Bali the first time from March till May, and I had a massage on more days than not.
Yeah. So
like
because
there's just so much stuff so much
to release
toxicity
or to adjust, And I look at the body as something that nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Because if we start saying like, oh, this is wrong, this is good, who are we to say that?
Yeah.
I think what I'm saying is that we need to realize, and again, there is a lot of different system out there. I'm not saying somatic is the best one or the good one, but it's something that you need to look at.
Yeah.
Meaning like your body is who you are.
Yeah.
In a term of mood, emotion, sensation, feeling, belief system, the way you move forward or not move forward, it's your body. There is nothing else outside of your body but you. So, if I might illustrate this in Balinese philosophy, that we believe in Balinese when we die. We go through this gate, and then in this gate there is God. It's called Samyang Surat. Surat is like Atma is like a soul. So yeah, so they have everything that been written. So they would ask you, hey, have you been to Ekawood? So your mouth cannot say anything, but your body will say something. It might be, oh yeah, I was there twice, the food was good. But who's speaking? Your body will speak, might be your tongue speak, meaning like the taste.
I mean, it's like Shakira said, the hips don't lie.
Yeah, so what I got from that story is your body cannot lie.
Yeah.
Your mouth can say, oh, I never been to Ekawood restaurant. But your eyes would say, yeah, it was great there. I see, they were serving me with this great looking food,
Yeah.
So I think what I got from somatic and philosophy and all of that, yes, we told this story a long time ago, over and over, but we never understand. Not never understand, but there is correlation between the story and the real life. That your body, who you are, that will tell the truth, will tell what you have done in your life. And the great thing about somatic, what I find out is our body is not something rigid. We shape through our experience. We shape through our history. History is could be who you are. You're from New Zealand, I'm from Bali. You're from Java, I'm from Bali. So the culture also shape you. Literally.
Yeah.
And so, just to like, so that's on a kind of an in-body scale. If I ask you, how do you operate that at like the scale of this restaurant, for example? What does that look like?
Well, a country has a body.
Yeah.
A country has a body. Like
100%.
like New Zealand. Like, oh yeah, when I heard of New Zealand, there's certain kind of body shape that I see. Like, oh yeah, relaxed, down to earth. You can imagine what kind of people look like that.
Mm.
And then you talk about United States, for example. The current situation, like,
Very tough guy.
They're making it great.
Yeah.
Again.
Great again, but and again. So, and then you talk about China, you talk about all different countries, they have a shift. Different kind of shift. Yeah, the country, the way they relate to that country shift
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
How do I deal with New Zealand? How do I deal with Indonesia? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And Bali's always been masterful. Like, how do I deal with Indonesia? How do I deal with Holland? How do I deal with?
yeah, arguably yes. But I think when we talk about country, about the world, sometimes our mind is like overwhelmed, meaning like, oh my God,
It's a lot.
But for me, it's like, let's go back to our body.
Yeah.
This is the body that we can control.
Yeah.
Your body, my body. I can control this. I can control this. That what kind of life that I want to live. And if you're happy with your life now, nothing will change. You don't have to change. That's the thing. But if you think your life is not going like how you would like to, something happens. So one way to do that, change, is through your body. Because once you change your body shape, will change that mood, emotions, sensitivity.
Yes.
So yes, I would love to talk about the world. I would love to talk about the politics, and then that take away from who we are as a person. Because now you're thinking outside of yourself. So it's really like how we bringing the thinking self. Like you have said to me the other day, you live in your head. Your head is only 10% of your body. There's more than your head, but that's how we are being. Well, let me go back. That's how you. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Let us look at. Let's be specific about it. I don't want to generalize it. Everybody like that. Everybody like that. But using your example, that you've been living in your head for so long, and then you look at your body, nothing but mechanical that you can abuse, that you can use it as you will. And correct me if I'm wrong, that you realize, hey, my body is hard, not just the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. In somatic, is like how we can bring the thinking self to the feeling self. Kita terlalu banyak berpikir, we live here instead of here. How to bring this down to our body.
I have a question about body itself, because my line of work is a lot of use and creative thinking about that. So when regarding about the creative thinking, it means like thinking out of the box. It's like differently from others people. There is a lot of space. There is a lot of reference and everything when it comes to creative processing. What and Balinese is like a hometown for all of the artists. I I see like in Ubud itself is like a lot of artists, in there, a lot of painters, a lot of cineas and anything. So how the Balinese, I want to ask about how the Balinese think about making those of creative thinking process and correlated to their body and soul, and I want to know like how the when I see the works that Balinese people do, is like it's soulful, it's more soulful, it's like there in soul in there. It's different kind of
Harder.
Yeah.
Even just when you get to the airport, those
yeah.
the things that the big mural.
Yeah,
it's
the
got
murals
all
and
these gods
everything,
like in
it's kind
silver,
of like
kind of.
it's kind of feel alive, and
Yeah.
it's kind of feel like there's the soul in there.
Yeah.
You know? And maybe
different.
I want to know that how the
I think not all about Balinese. I don't wanna put Balinese in
Ah,
this.
yeah.
I don't wanna put Balinese in this because
Put them in a pedestal for a minute.
Because-
I mean,
because it's
we all
like-
know that there's other sides
no
of
because
things.
because it's like this. Balinese is also people.
Mm.
You know, people or human has jealousy, greediness. They have good side and bad side.
yeah.
And of course, idealize it, make one culture idealize more than others. I think it's in my point of view, it's not good just because we are all human.
Mm.
And then I think regarding of your question is, I think everybody, you seniman yourself, you are an artist yourself. I think when you're an artist and you are doing something from your heart, not from, okay, if I do this, I'll make money. You know, that's
Yeah.
a different transaction. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay. You know, but I think what I mean, think about it. You as a cinematographer, look at a lot of good movies.
The reference.
The reference, you know, why that's good movie become a good movie, and why it's bad movie become a bad movie.
Yeah.
So you know, when you look at like a different sutradara, what is sutradara? Directors or screen, yeah. So look at who's the best horror movies, like Kubrick, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I'm saying is he has something that he believes in,
Yeah.
that is come out from his
Yeah.
what he's passionate about.
Yeah.
Not just making movie because of making movie. Like, oh, whose movie is that? Oh, Kubrick. Cool, got to be scary, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's passionate about.
Mm.
So I think when you create something with some passion, passion like from here, not just here, I think we'll create something different than just if you trying to create something from your head. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can make a scary movie, it's not come out as good as, you know, because they're just making it all, or that movie, the scary movie is a trend. Let me make one. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
just make
Totally.
money and everything. It's not,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your question is why, you know, if we go back to Balinese, why because they're doing it not just to make money, but it's a devotion,
Patient.
like there is some higher connection than just making a mass.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a higher connection. I think in every artist, you know, even like a singer, you know, what's the one thing is like just like timeless.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look at like John Lennon. You know, John Lennon talking about social justice. Bob Marley talking about depression, and it's always not always because they do that because there is something that connect him with what he's believing. And I say take like a John Lennon for once.
Yeah.
Imagine if there's no religion. Imagine there is no this. Imagine there's no that. You know? Because he believed. What
Yeah.
if, you know, we just live for one day?
Yeah. I think the most important things that when it comes to art, that whatever you make the words, you need to that believe that the message, it has a message on the art. I mean,
It's the message on that art, but you also need to believe in that message,
Yeah.
not just the message because there's a message. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't believe in the message of pre-Palestine just because let's do pre-Palestine because that's in a trend, you know? So you just do believe, but if
You didn't believe it.
if you didn't believe in that, it will just live for one day. But if you believe that need to be, everybody has freedom to live, and they use Palestine as one of focal point, talking point, or let's make a cinema that will touch people's heart, you know, because like your cinematography, I don't know how you will do that, but will speak to a lot of people.
I think when it comes to the most Indonesian movies that contains a lot of message that is so powerful and it packed with some kind of other ways is like warung kopi, warkop. Warkop to me is just like is the most. Have you seen warkop before? You should watch it.
It's a comedian.
Comedy. Okay. So basically, it's like a trio, Dono, Casino, Indro. Both of them are almarhum, which is already passed away, but Indro is still alive. And all of the episodes of the Warkop, I think, is not just like it's kind of have some kind of feel like in natural funny, but it's kind of have a hidden message between those punchline that in the talking point that currently discussing on that movie, you know, in the message.
Like
When we
discussing what's going on in
Yeah,
Indonesian society.
in the society. I mean, when we're talking Warkop, we're talking about the Suharto era. Suharto era.
Okay.
There is lot contents of message about the police. You know that the episode of the chips, yeah. When it comes, that's I mean, the current situation that happens in back then in Suharto era when police,
the army,
the army and anything. You know that there is a scene that everything when the commander of the police when in I think Dono come visit to his girlfriend's house, and then there is a scene that commander is also a girlfriend of a boyfriend of his girlfriend, and then everything is kind of like, hey, here's some money, you can buy anything you want, but don't disturb us. There is a kind of have a powerful message, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, and in Bali, also, not every artist like that.
Yeah.
Some artists are thinking how to make a cheap product. But I did think that with the heart, with the soul,
Yes.
look different.
Yes.
And everybody can make that mix. You know, the mix that you have. Everybody can make that.
Yeah.
But each one of them has a different feel, different.
Yeah.
Who makes it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's true. I mean, yeah, it's kind of
I think that's what I'm saying. It's like you know, when I do a lot of workshop, it's really bringing that body as one. Creative thinking, yes. Creative thinking is just there is a good saying says like knowledge is a rumor until you put it into action.
Yeah.
You know, creative thinking, great.
I never heard that one before. That's amazing.
Yeah. So knowledge is just a rumor. You know, like a rumor meaning like, oh yeah, if we do this, if we do that, if we do this, if we do that, until you put it into action,
That's awesome.
it's just a rumor.
And then it's still a rumor because there's only your perception of what happened.
Yeah, but that's why body is a place to take action. You know, you take action through your body.
Yeah,
You can think about it.
yeah,
You know, you can think about creative.
yeah.
You know,
You
but
have to make it
until you make it happen,
in real
it's just
yeah.
it's just an idea. It's just an illusion.
Yeah.
You know.
It basically needs to be like realized, not just as an idea.
Not just an idea. Like you need to do it basically. That's why when we talk about body, you know, body is a place to take action. Body is a place to relate to others. You know, we relate to our body, not to our body.
Yeah.
We can see like people like so quiet on a corner, but like God, I so gravitated to that person. But you see people in the room like, you know, stop, you know. So yeah.
And I mean, yeah, and that's kind of that yoga and that integration and that, you know, cohesiveness and coherence within your body. And then how do you take that to then run an operation like this restaurant around us that's also cohesive, coherent, integrated, not with silos of, you know, fighting each other and so on. Yes, that is a question. How do you use that body practice that's very integrated to make an organizational practice, maybe your leadership within that or facilitation?
Here's the thing, like you need to realize practice can be just a movement.
Yeah.
Not something that you are doing because of something greater. Oh, I'm gonna do yoga because it's strength. So you don't have anything that relates to whatever you're doing with whatever you're gonna do. Yeah, right? So you do this as a movement, because my friend asked me to go. But if you look at yoga as like, wow, you know, I want to integrate my business with my body. One of the practice that I will do is yoga. So the practice has a purpose. Just because you practice yoga doesn't mean that you will do. Because you're just doing it because of trend, because of your friend doing it, or because that's what people say. You know, it's not like. That's why when I do this coaching, we look at the past, now, and the future. So the past is like, what is your story? Because your story will shape your body. And oh yeah, that's I can see in your body that you are like your story. Yeah, this is match. Like, you know, your stories doesn't match your body. What's wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
something's off. Yeah.
Something off or something, and then
something's hidden.
So what I'm saying is like, here you are. Everybody has a past. Everybody has history. That's like a fact. I can say that a fact. Yes. Because you know, minute earlier that we were here, we already have history.
Yeah.
You know, and then here you are. And then where do you want to go? Oh, I want to do this. Okay, one thing that you can do is go to the yoga. So you can be more flexible, you can open your heart, you can align yourself through that movement. So when you do yoga, you have purpose. Why are you doing this? Otherwise, it's I can do headstand.
Going through the motions.
Yeah, I can do headstand and I can stay for 5 minutes. Yeah, yesterday I can stay for 2 minutes, now it's 5 minutes now. And walk. Yeah. But if you relate that to your or to your where you want to go, I want to push this.
Kind of like in New Zealand we have a well-being budget now. where basically every dollar that's spent in government, they need to be able to show how it connects back to improving people's well-being in some way.
Yeah.
Like you can't just spend a dollar because government department's objective X by 1.2 said we need to do this. You know, like it all needs to link back to, did it make Bob happier today? Did it make him healthier?
And then what does that really mean? Is it the road getting better? Is there a sidewalk? Is there a park that people
Yeah.
can go hang out? Is
Yeah.
it people safe?
Yeah.
Because safety is also,
Yeah.
you know, like if I go walk here at night time, I feel safe because the government provides something that makes me feel safe. Whatever it is, either CCTV or there is a patrol every so often by police. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like when I talk about somatic, again, go back to that two things that we look at in our life: safety and sense of belonging. You know, for your example, every dollar that you spend, you need to provide that two things: safety and sense of belonging.
Yeah, I remember. That was awesome that you talked about, like you can just basically bring everything down to those two things. I thought it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
What can I do?
Yeah.
You know, what can I influence?
Yeah.
You know, what can I do?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and again, like I said, you know, if we think about the world, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
We get overwhelmed, like, who am I? Never gonna get there. Never gonna do it. No way.
But we also don't know what our influence is. Like, you know, in that sense of, you know, if we, you know, Westerners have become so empirical. You know, it doesn't exist unless you can measure it, like, and put a label on it and da 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 da. But, you know, I think Balinese and other people around the world are much more comfortable with the unseen world, you know, where this you can have an influence on something and not even know what it is, you know, like it's beyond our perception.
I think that's what I'm against. You know, I can influence my body. Through this body, I can read it through others.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that others will read it to the next one. You know, like I met you, and then now you met him, and then you're gonna meet somebody else, and just this ripple effect that it will happen.
Well, my friend, thank you so much for your wisdom. And your wisdom too, my friend. And your curious mind and your passion, both of your passions. Soksamo. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Atur nuhun. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.